Hi fellas, nice back here again. Today we're going to be having a look at Eduard's limited edition 148 P-38J. This was the over Europe reboxing, and this one is the Academy kit dressed up with loads of photo etch and resin. So we get a resin cockpit, intakes and not intakes and where the are they turbochargers? I'm not sorted sure, and the wheels. Now a little bit about this kit. I've built the actual Academy boxing kit and I've been after one of these for a long time, not this Eduard but another Academy kit. Now yes, I've got the P-38 from Tamiya, but again, I've always wanted to build one of these because I really enjoyed it when I built it. So I wanted to build one again, and what I thought I'd show you the ins and outs and hopefully why I like it. So without any further ado, we'll get over to the overhead and we'll crack on. So same as normal with these Eduard reboxings, okay, or any Eduard kit, you get a nice shiny booklet type instructions, okay, with a bit of intro onto the P-38. Alright, and then we move straight on. We've got the parts layout, so all the plastic, the photo etch, the mask, and all the resin as well, with then your colours down the bottom with Mr. Hobby, Aquarius, and Mr. Colour. And that moves us straight on to the first page and building the actual cockpit. So as you can see, we've got our seat belts going onto our seat. This is all Eduard Brazin, so it's all photo etch and resin, with the actual cockpit floor, the seat back, the radio compartment, adding the foot pedals, so the controls, instrument panel, cockpit sidewalls with control levers. Then we move on to the tub going into the upper fuselage, the wheel wells, okay, going together with the wheel doors going on, the wheels themselves, the undercarriage legs, the tail booms, and also you're going to be making up two of these, okay, going together onto the tail booms, joining the and onto the actual fuselage, going together again. Moving on to the tail nose wheel, the masking, and some bombs and some fuel tanks. And then moving on, putting those all together and actually putting all the Eduard Brazin intakes on and all that sort of stuff. So fairly straightforward build, okay, not really much to it, though I'm looking at it and there is, oh yes, okay, there it is, I missed that. So there is the actual joining the upper and lower wings together, which is not very well laid out, but there you are. Then we move on to the colours, colour call out. So we've got a first one, the little Buckaroo, okay, with a nice nose art on there, all metal silver with the olive drab anti-glare panels. On to My Little Pig. So this one's overall olive drab with the grey on the sides. But what I like about this one is the invasion stripes that have been overpainted, as you can see here. So best way to do that will be to paint the aircraft itself, paint the invasion stripes, and then paint over lightly with the green, so you're just basically covering up the white underneath. So that could be quite an interesting scheme to try and pull off actually. The next one would be Midnight Cocktail, Carol as you can just see just there. Nice naked lady in the in a cup or a glass, should I say. Then we've got Jian, I don't know how you pronounce it. Okay, the sharp mouth on there. Again, olive drab with grey underside. Another really interesting scheme. Moving on to the last one, which is, I can't quite read that one. But this one is got a nice skull on the nose, and again, overall olive drab. And then on the back, we have the stencil markings. So not a massive amount in there, but it should be a good anyway. Move on to the decals. These are all printed by Cartograph, and as you can see, there should be no problems whatsoever with these ones. Really nice decals, especially the nose arts. Some really nice nose art on there. Okay, this is cool. Move on to the plastic parts. So starting off with the tail booms, and there's two of these. Okay, yes, there's not a lot of detail as opposed to rivet detail, but the panel lines is really nicely done. Okay, bearing in mind this is an older kit, so this is from 1994, as you can just see on there, Academy from 1994. So it's quite an old kit nowadays. And yeah, some rather nice detail all around. I'm hoping you can see that. So that's the two. We've then got some of the stores. So we've got the rocket launchers, and we've got the intercoolers or carburetors, whatever you want to call them. Some of the actual intakes on here. Bear in mind these two bits here and these two bits here will be placed by resin, which we'll have a get to in a minute. And then we've got the tail stabilizers. Okay, the horizontal one, and then some fuel tanks. There's two different types of nose door, the ladder, and the bits that go on the end of the tail. So the actual coning for the above the instrument panel has really got nice texture on there. Okay, so I believe that was a Hessian on there as supposed to, and again some nice detail on the tail. Just a few little bits of injection pins or marks we need to get rid of, but hopefully that shouldn't be too hard to get rid of. We've got one part of the nose, so the nose cowlings, where the guns go in. Again, just some simple little bits of parts. The nose, where it's got the 4 machine guns and the cannon, and then the 2 actual intakes for the booms, and then these 2 bits sit on the main intakes on the actual boom about halfway down. And again, some really nice detail on there. Another nose section, another bit for the over the instrument panel, but on here we've got some of the ordnance, so some of the bombs with the pylons, the actual guns themselves, as you can see on there, and then we move on to the wheel wells, and as you can see, very devoid of detail in there. Okay, and on the side walls, we've got the strengthening bar that goes in the undercarriage bay, and some little, control pylons and all that sort of stuff. Again, not massive amount of detail, but good for what it is. Now then we move on to the upper and lower wings, and again, all the panel lines look lovely, in the right place, all the way down, as you can see, on the upper, and then on the lower, the nose bay in there. Okay, so again, some really okay detail, nothing massive, but then again, like I said, this kit is 26 years old now. We then move on to the last sprue, the last plastic. This is to do with the cockpit, some of the rockets, wheels, undercarriage, legs, which I've just noticed I'm going to have to get a replacement for the main one because that one is broken. Got the propellers and the hubs, and again some of the wheels and what have you on there, and another type of gun, or guns should I say, with the flaring on there. On to the clear parts. So the clear parts, yeah, all right, again, nothing to write home about, but they are more than adequate for what they are and for the age of this kit. The only bad thing about this kit is these rubber wheels. Okay, look, they're all rubber, and also, as we know, rubber can be a little bit of a pain to work with, but we don't have to worry about in this kit. Okay. Next up, some Eduard 38J. So here we can see some of the wheel well details. I believe these are. Okay. To add a bit more detail on the wheel wells themselves, which is going to go a long way to improving this kit, and some of the actual bits for the intakes, some grills, and then we've got some more for the cockpit detail. So instrument panel, seat belts, bulletproof plate, and then we move into the bit. Okay, what's this kit's all about? So as you can see, we've got quite a lot of different resin bags, so different parts for the resin. So we've got, move them out of the way. So the seat, so as you can see, really nicely molded in resin. All right, all that added detail on there, which is going to make this aircraft pop. Next bit, we'll do a few more bags. Okay, so this bit here, we have got the cockpit floor. And that's the part that's just behind the actual seat, and then your radios and your radio batteries. Okay, so all these parts, that's a part of the sidewall, another part of the radio, the control yoke. Okay, so all those parts will undoubtedly improve the cockpit. And this bit, some more parts of the cockpit and the sidewall. So we have your instrument panel, but again, that's going to have your photo etch on it, a couple of sidewalls, and the back panel. Okay, so again, really nice, delicate detail on there. The wheels, so as you can see, really nice tires on there with the Goodyear markings on there. Okay, the nice diamond pattern on the front, the lozenge ones for the front, and the two different types of wheel caps. So it was either ones like that, and they'd have a disc on them, or it'll be the spoke ones like that. Okay, this bag, I'm not going to take it out because it's some really small parts, but there we're looking at the control pedals and some of the parts for the actual control of it, knobs and what have you, even a clear gun sight on there as well. So that's really nice. And then the last big if I can get it open, is the two the intercoolers, turbochargers or whatever. Okay, and really nicely cast in resin with some intakes of some sort, and then the two big ones on the side. Okay, all one part, so they're going to be a lot better than those plastic parts. So there we are. Oh, and also you get a wheel mask and cockpit mask, which I'm not going to take out because you won't be able to see. So there we are. There's just turn that down for now. There's the Eduard P-38 Lightning. Really nice lot of resin to go with a not too bad of kit for the P-38. Now, yes, like I said, there's a new Tamiya one that's out, and I'm building that at the moment, and that'll be absolutely, you know, it's absolutely fantastic. The P-38 by Academy is, you know, really up there. It's one of the better kits. I've built the Hasegawa one, and I've built the Academy one. I'm building the Tamiya one, and Tamiya by far the way is the best one. The Hasegawa one, it has problems where you mount the wings to the actual fuselage. It doesn't line up brilliantly. With this one, it didn't go too badly, so I'm looking forward to doing this, because what I'm going to do, and it's got the resin obviously in there, this one will definitely be fully re-riveted. Okay, totally re-riveted, just because it needs it. You know, it's got some nice detail on there, but it hasn't got a lot of detail on there, so it needs that little bit more, so to speak. And I probably might add some more detail in the wheel wells and in the cockpit and stuff like that, but we'll see as when we come to it. That's probably not going to be built for a little while as yet. So that's the Eduard P-38. I hope you've enjoyed that, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.